it's me, Manny, and despite the line art being corrupted, we are today talking about page 7 of my art project from school. Today's page is the start of the action scene, so there will be almost no dialogue and mostly action scenes. So I'm gonna quickly read you the one dialogue, which is SMC saying, let's use the chaos to our advantage. And now we're just talking about the drawings, which is exciting. So let's start with the outside of the inside of the house, because yes, there is things to say about this house. As you can see, there is a painting. Well, you can see at the moment, but as you will be able to see, there is a painting, and I actually took a while to make it because I wanted it to look good, even if we can't see it all. But I did all of it anyway, even if it's half of it is not shown, is hidden. That's what I wanted to say, because it's important, the fact that the house of this blonde girl specifically, but you won't know until I do the full-length comic, since I had to shorten it to meet the deadline. Other than that, those two first panels are really close to the character, because I tried to emulate a claustrophobic feel, like they're in your face, they're so close. I don't know if I managed to do it, but that was the intent behind them being so close of the camera. Yeah, and then we see in the next panel the character whose house was destroyed being sad that it was destroyed. As you can see, the humans still have washed out light color palette, and I actually used a few references for the house, especially in the last panel, where it's on this really hard angle to imagine how it would have looked like. So again, references are your friends, they help you, don't be scared to use them. Also for the hole on the floor behind the broken house, which would be full of most of the broken house. This is the front house wall or the back house wall. And then we have MC coming behind and using his cannon to explode on the air and scare them. And I also use a reference for the gun that the villager takes out of his pocket, and the one of the other villager, which is the Easter egg that I talked about. Yeah, I won't explain why, but this villager has the exact same color palette as the God of Temptation, except that the purple is light, and he's a human, as you can see with his skin, which is not demon colored. And why? How? Huh? Well, you'll have to wait that I make this a full-blown comic series, because I will, because this is my life and I love it. But yeah, we also have an arrow, and as you can guess by the color palette, it's Andra that is shooting this arrow. And I'm gonna address the foreshadowing. Notice that they don't attack the villagers they shoot next to them, never on them. It's important for later. I talked really fast. I don't have much to say about this page. So another Easter egg. This guy is in the flashback as a child. He has the same color palette as before, the same hairstyle. He looks different a bit. He has different clothes, but you can still visibly see it's him. Another Easter egg like that, boop, boop, boop. Also notice the carpet color. If you watch if you watched all the videos about my comic, you may recognize this color from earlier in a design of around the characters, around SMC, that I said that the character wasn't in the comic, but that it already showed their character, her character, since yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of thinking in the future for things that are not important for this comic, but that foreshadows things about the story of the future comics. That's also, I think, a tip I would give is not playing everything out. Obviously, that's not valuable. You will always change things. You can't plan everything out, but have an outline, have an idea already of important character, recurring character, things you can foreshadow from the very beginning, because you have a pretty good idea that it won't change too much, and thus you can foreshadow it without problems occurring when you change it and it's not foreshadowing the right thing anymore. But foreshadow with little moments and with backgrounds and objects whenever you can. That's a tip I give, because it will make your story more readable. The people that reread it for whatever reason can be like, oh my god, this was foreshadowed from the very beginning. Oh my god, this comic was really thought out from the start. That's incredible. Or whatever you can think when you see that. I don't know. My beta reader, when I write Inside Shadows, that was her reaction when a pretty big revelation was made in the story, and she realized it was foreshadowed from the start with little details that didn't seem important, but actually were. I felt pretty proud that she didn't see it coming, but then realized that it was there from the start. I was like, hey. So yeah, that's a tip I give. And see, that's the villager that owns this house. Yeah, the blonde girl. That's all I have to say for this page. So I'll see you in the next video, which will be page not 11, 11 is the last one. Page 8, where it will be more action. So be there for that. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.